Resident Evil 4 Remake was just announced, and god does it look amazing. 5 awesome things that Resident Evil 4 Remake hopefully does well. Number 1. Plaga in the Rain. Ever since the Resident Evil 4 Remake rumors popped up almost 2 years ago, I could not stop picturing something. There is this scene that I have been imagining being remade from the original. It's dark and Leon is, I think, going towards a cabin, but before he gets there, he walks this narrow path in the dark rain and sees one of the Ganado enemies approach him. It's really dark, but his eyes are glowing and the Ganado is twitching a bit. Suddenly, the Ganado's head just explodes and you can see his brain, his eyes, and a tentacle that hits Leon from further away. That part of the game must be amazing with the RE engine, and I just can't wait for that. It's gonna give me nightmares, but still, I can't wait. Number 2. Kung Fu Ammo Conservation. It comes to no surprise that Resident Evil is a survival horror franchise, so being a responsible gun and ammo conservationist is a must. One of the great ways of being able to fend off enemies in the original Resident Evil 4 was to shoot the Ganado in the head or other places that would trigger a stagger in the enemies, making it possible for the player to kick some ass, while adding some damage points to the enemy without using up all your ammo. I hope this feature is implemented in the remake. Talking about this feature reminds me of my third point. Number 3, the Mercenaries, the comeback. We desperately need a The Mercenaries minigame to be included in the Resident Evil 4 remake because it is one of the most fun and memorable minigames in any game, in my opinion. I love the fact that you can unlock this mode after the story, and then when you start playing it, you get to unlock different characters and maps to blast your way through countless enemies. This mode is pretty hard, so it will make you act fast and plan your next move carefully. One of my main approaches in the Mercenaries was to physically attack the enemies with the melee attacks that I mentioned in point 2 to save some ammo and rack up some hopefully well needed items from the kills. The only thing that would make this release 100 times better would be to include a co-op option for the Mercenaries. It would make this release all the more legendary. A man can dream. Number 4. Dear Capcom, please expand the remake, like the very first remake you did. Expand the story to tie in some loose ends, flesh out the environments, and maybe include some story details on the effects that the Las Plagas has had to the Pueblo characters. I would love to not only see all the iconic monsters return from the original, but them adding some unknown but terrifying surprises. It has been quite evident that Capcom has been including many elements from scratched versions of the games in their remakes lately. So people have been quick to pick up that we might see characters look a little bit different, like the big cheese in the trailer or Ada. Also, Leon seems to be wearing something a little bit bigger than what we had in the original, which looks fine. So it's interesting to see all these elements coming together, also from the previous remakes. Number 5, VR support. We already know that Capcom is planning to bring VR2 to the PS5 version of the game. Being able to play this game in third person and also in first person VR is just a sick new feature that I wanted to talk about. It is something I wanted to do in Resident Evil 4, but due to not having a computer or an Oculus, I can't. So being able to play the remake on VR2 is a great and welcoming addition to the game. I think people who have played the Oculus version of Resident Evil 4 have been really happy, and I am confident that we will love RE4 Remake on the VR2 as well. These are just 5 things to look forward to in the new Resident Evil Remake. And that was all that we have for today. Those were the 5 very exciting things that will await us, hopefully, in the Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now, as I'm finishing the editing process of this video, there has been an interesting leak and at the same time an interesting little tidbit of info from Capcom. Now, the leak is on Reddit and it's on Gaming Leaks and Rumors. And the rumor is that Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to be showcased today at the not today, but on Monday, June 13th, 2022 at a special Capcom Showcase. Now, it is leaked that the Resident Evil games that are going to be shown on that date are going to be Resident Evil Village for VR, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and we're not quite sure, but my money's on Reverse, because the leak is saying that Reverse is gonna make a final appearance on the Capcom Showcase, and I'm gonna bet with you that Reverse is gonna show up in that showcase and it's gonna be formally revealed. And hopefully, like, my hopes for that is that it gets a little change here and there, because what we got to play last year was not... I played the beta or the alpha, or I don't know. We had chances to play it, but I'm telling you, it wasn't very special. With all that being said, I hope you all feel informed and ready for next Monday for all the great news that we're all expecting. Since us Resident Evil fans have to wait a whopping 9 months for the Resident Evil 4 Remake to release, let's have some fun with this. Are you excited for the Resident Evil 4 Remake? Let me know in the comments below. What are you most excited in seeing remade in the RE engine from Resident Evil 4? And are you looking forward to this or not? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Hit that like button if you liked, and if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you very soon.